Welcome back to my actual main Let's Play of Oblivion. We are in the Moth Priest's Temple of the Ancestor Moths, which is deep into the, almost on the Skyrim border in the wastes of the Northern Mountains. And it's a, well, we don't fully know its purpose. What's our actual quest saying? Covering Sevilla's stone from the monastery. So we don't really know what the purpose of it all is here, but we are here on the request of the Thieves Guild to steal Sevilla's stone. So let's do that. Oh, this looks like a very promising stone. I was about to cut away and go and do some questing, but if I had to guess, I don't think I have any arrows equipped. I wonder if we're meant to fight this enemy. I assume by the fact we're in combat, we are doing something that's not completely incorrect. It's a common sort of device, isn't it, in video games and media, is the blind monk or blind warrior who uses other senses to fight in combat. And I can see the attraction of it as it being a cool idea, you know, the daredevil and stuff like that. But I wonder how it how that sort of interacts with blindness itself. Because I mean, it almost framing it in this game, it'd almost be understandable if you had this one warrior who could do it, but having a whole temple of it, it seems like there may be something else going on. I'm not sure. I'm not the person to be speaking of this, really. Sevilla's Stone, thank you. I've got Sevilla's Stone now to get back to Helvius Cessia's house in Bruma. Watching that as if something else was going to happen. I kind of want to explore a bit more in here and see if there's anything of interest. And whilst I do some exploring, I think it's a decent chance to talk about my other series that's on the channel, which is a look into... Let's read that. The book on the Grey Cowl is of note to us being in the Thieves Guild. Where are my books? Instructions, the Grey Cowl. The Grey Cowl of Nocturnal shrouds the wearer's face in shadow. No light or magic or of detection can penetrate its depths. To look upon Nocturnal's face without the cowl is to view the depths of the void. A man would lose his mind to see it. Recently it has come to light that the Grey Cowl has gone missing. This must be at the whim of Nocturnal, for she could reclaim it easily. The Lady of the Shadows has seen fit to reveal that a curse is laid upon the Grey Cowl. Whoever wears it shall be lost in the shadows. His true nature shall be unknown to all those that meet him. His identity shall be struck from all records and histories. Memories will hide in the shadows, refusing to record the name of the owner to any who meet him. He shall be known by the cowl and only by the cowl. That's a cool concept. I am directing a triad of moth priests to investigate this tale. They shall determine the truth or falseness of the story. They shall determine the present whereabouts of the Grey Cowl, be it in Tamriel, Oblivion, or beyond. All curses can be broken, even those laid by Nocturnal. The triad shall determine how this curse may be lifted, so that the moth priest may safely wield the Grey Cowl. I find it unusual that they're after the Grey Cowl, but it's such a cool concept. This idea of a hood removing your identity completely and striking it from the records. I'm a big fan of it, and it gives, like, it immediately lets you jump into, because we know that the Grey Fox wears it. One, he's backed by a god, but also it immediately suggests that the Grey Fox could be more than one individual. I do need to make sure I pick up a magic sword, because these fights are hard. Anyway, this is a time with that distraction to talk about my book series that I'm doing. I'm going through all the books in Oblivion, reading them, and telling you what I think of them. Just because I think these Let's Plays that I'm doing going through the Elder Scrolls games, I'm really enjoying doing them still, and it is interesting to see the games as mechanical pieces, and I think that's what a lot of what these Let's Plays touch on, and plus like the main story beats that are given to you. But the games are built up with a lot of lore as well, and it's a component of the game that I think is integral to making the world feel large and lived in and to have a history, and it's a component that people like of the game. You know, it's definitely a habit that's been picked up since like Lord of the Rings and Tolkien writing the Silmarillion and stuff like that. But I think it's just a good opportunity to read the things. I always want to, when I'm actually playing these games, and I did in Morrowind as well, want to like sit down and read each book I come across, but it would take forever to get through them. So segmenting it off into a different playthrough, not necessarily playthrough, but to a different place, there is a playlist going through it. We've done 2 books so far. We've done 2920, one of the books in that series, which tells of the history of Vivek, and we have done the Children's Annuad, which is about the creation myth behind Oblivion. So go check them out if you're interested in a deeper dive into the lore of Oblivion. I have to say, it's not something I appreciated I would be getting into starting this channel. I thought, oh, we'll just do a playthrough and we'll read the occasional book or something like that. But then it felt like a easy opportunity to do a bit of a deeper dive on stuff. Good morning.
Hello.
But anyhow, we now have Sevilla's Stone. And let's go and see the Grey Fox. I believe he should be in here. Down the stairs. Hello.
I hear the monks were most hospitable.
How does he have this information straight away? Sevilla's Stone.
My sources tell me that Sevilla's Stone has gone missing. Do you have it with you?
Here is the stone.
Capital! Now I can see past the palace defenses. Oh, it's a good thing the Emperor didn't know they had this stone. He would have had it destroyed or taken it from them and kept it under lock and key in the palace. When I have learned what I need to know, I will call for you again. Let us leave Helvius's house now. He has served me well and deserves his peace.
Cool.
Shadow Heights.
I'm going to go to sleep. An obvious reaction. The Grey Fox may be contacting me soon. Until then, I should sell more stolen property. I believe, yeah, I think we've sold like the maximum amount we need to of the property. So let's go back to our house, because from here we can wait for someone to get in touch with us regarding the stone. Oh, we've got a level up. I always mean to have a look at what we need to be leveling up before I do this. I feel like agility is important. I'm putting a bit in personality just to make all of that aspect of the game easier. I'm kind of spreading stuff around, which is probably not the best method, but we are getting close to max on a few of these things. So, where are we at with Blade? 50. Where are we at with Marksman? 50. Cool. I'm going to keep increasing Sneak, because Sneak is just something that's going to be permanently useful. Bit more in security. I think it's time to start putting some in restoration. That seems good. I just want to be constantly bumping that up a touch, just so I can catch some better healing spells later on in the game. But yeah, I'm going to sleep so I can get the XP bonus that comes with this mod.
Greetings
It's good to see you again. I have a message for you from the Grey Fox.
What is the message?
The Grey Fox has a task for you. Meet him at Melintus Encus's house in Coral.
You joined the Thieves Guild?
Yes, I did. After you saved me in Castle Skingrad, I vowed to join. I was having no luck on my own. Now I am running errands for the Grey Fox himself.
Ignore that screenshot I just
for
took.
your help.
No problem. What do you think of the Grey
We
Fox?
don't talk about him in public.
Okay. Goodbye, Amuse. It's nice that we're getting to go through sort of a back catalogue of all the famous people that we've met. Where's Coral? There we go. For some reason I thought it was east, not west. Yeah, going through all the back catalogue of the Thieves Guild people that we've met up to this stage. It's kind of fun to see the smorgasbord of people. Let's take that and see which house we need to go into. Whose house is he commandeered for today's meeting?
Don't keep the Grey Fox waiting.
I won't. Ancris's house.
I have need of your services once more.
I'm listening.
My work with Sevilla's stone has revealed that I need something special for my plans. It is a small item in the possession of a powerful court wizard. Will you do this for me? I will pay you well.
Sounds lucrative. I'll do it.
Capital! Bring me the Arrow of Extrication. It has a key-shaped head. Braville's court wizard, Fathis Aren, recently acquired this unique item. You may kill Fathis if necessary, but not in the castle. My spy network will tell me when you have it. Return here with the arrow when you do. Now, we should get out of Melintus's house before we wear out our welcome. Shadow hide you.
I think it's cool the way where did he say we need to go? Braville? I think it was Braville. It's cool the way, even with the Sevilla Stone earlier, you sort of seeing him in the house and going up to him and he's like, I've heard that you've got the stone that we need. It's a cool way of showing like how deep his spy network goes that he keeps talking about. I know it's only basic, but it works. It works. I assume we need to go and find one of the towns on hard times. Oh, you have nothing to say. Hello.
I can eat for a day with a single coin.
I can give you more than that. But first, tell me about Father Saran.
What are friends for? Fathis is also the wizard in the tower outside of town. He keeps his most treasured items there, not in the castle. Only Fathis can open the door to tower. But there is supposed to be a secret passage somewhere in the castle that takes him to his tower.
More secret passages in castles. I didn't even have to give them any money.
Blessings of Stendhal.
I feel bad a little bit. You know, that's the big thing that they do. I hope the Grey Fox, gives a bit back. I like the fact. No, I found sentences. They be difficult sometimes. I enjoy the fact that. No, I find it interesting that both this mission and the last mission allowed me to kill people. And you can read that in the story or narrative as it being, these missions are desperate or these people are bad or something like that. But it definitely seems to me a lot more along the lines of, we were struggling to make this the stealth aspect of this game work really well and be doable by anyone at any level. So it's just much easier to do quest lines where you can kill people beyond the first few, because we have already seen that the some of the systems involved with stealth aren't exactly the best. You know, the fact I could do that. But if you think about like a hitman or something like that, there would be a way of distracting those guards, or, you know, there's just more mechanical availability of what people can do these days. I was wondering if we could go like a roundabout way. No, no, no. Walk away, walk away.
Hi there. Hello.
Can we get in there during the day, I wonder? Let's be that weirdo who's just waiting around in their hallway. I've come to petition the Lord and Lady of the Manor. There's nothing else to worry about. It's almost like lining up outside of a Black Friday sale the night before. We don't want to miss our opportunity because, you know, Dave across the way has stolen all my carrots.
Oh, hello.
Yes, and that's my reaction to that as well. Okay,
How do you do?
somehow in between all of those guards there was a spot where we could stay hidden. I should have saved before doing this. It might work out okay. I see the distinction for not killing him here though, because if he was here, there would be more implications with the guards maybe? How does this rate against the Thieves Guild in Morrowind? It was just a thought passing through my head. I mean, I'm always up for stealing some wizard stuff. They all had the same manufacturer secret passageways. Yeah. I think this definitely benefits from the stealth being better than it was in Morrowind. I think about the amount of times that you just sort of had to do things that were completely outside of the way that the system operates to try and get your to get through and complete your objective. You know, like stand in like the one corner of a room where no one could see you, or like use a combination of potions to make yourself invisible. So like it definitely benefits from hello. Some level of combat stuff. Stealth, that's what we're talking about. I didn't get a weapon that will attack ghosts or repair any of my stuff. I'm good at this game. It's kind of cool that they've got a flooded section underwater. I'm not sure what spotted me here, but yeah. I don't remember seeing anything like this in previous dungeons we've gone to. This sort of like flooded maze. I think because so much of this game is, you know, one of the ways that they've made the world of this game is by creating components that are almost cut and paste and you can put them together. So you'll go through every castle, and that was sort of what my joke earlier was getting at when talking about did they all go to the same secret passageway manufacturer, because they're all opened in exactly the same way. So it's in line with like the world being built out of these core component pieces. So it's always interesting when you do see something that's either different or using those pieces in a different way. So even though like the caves downstairs were like the same caves that we've seen before, it is I miss the mud crabs from Morrowind. Oh, I am going around in circles. I should look at my map. It's interesting that the flooded caves, you know, that is a different kind of biome, and I think as the company gets bigger, they probably can do more unique things in that regard. You know, unique biomes and locations. Let's look at the map. What's going on in here? Why like keep your ogre's teeth in a bit of meat and stuff? Is this like... my assumption would be this is for a spell or like some sort of summoning. It's weird. We've just fought a conjurer and a scamp down here, and it's like not only is this weird wizard got a secret passageway through to his tower from what's it called. He's also like keeping apprentice conjurers down here as well to try and learn spellcasting, I suppose. It's just an interesting place to do an apprenticeship, I suppose. Yeah, that's the conjurer. At least he was loyal, you know. Defended the place. This is cool though. Sort of this flooded passageway in between your place of work and your place of residence. I wonder what his association is with the Lord and Lady of this town. Ah, do you know what I haven't got? Yeah, I think I've been stung here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's nose around. I wondered why I could keep on swimming then, and I remembered I'm an Argonian. Oh god, that's huge. This is definitely like meant to be somewhat of a, like an Easter egg or something. I wonder how efficient it is using a shield underwater. I imagine you'd get pushed back quite a bit, wouldn't you? Oh lord. I was hoping to not use that last potion. I need to invest in some more potions of healing. Full chainmail. Oh no. Water walking gold trim. That's a cool boot set. Begs the question how that person, how it got that's kind of cool actually, because that in itself tells a narrative. That this creature, someone used the water walking to get across the flooded cave above, and then this creature munched them up whilst in the air. Doors to the Heartlands. Kind of interested to see where this goes. I know we are quite deep underwater. That's the Shivering Isles place, I think. Interesting. Anyway, back down. I think that whole experience with the giant slaughterfish is sort of emblematic of what I was talking about earlier. You know, using these different components to build a narrative, even though we are operating quite simplistically in terms of, you know, we've seen this whole way before. We've seen water before and things like that, but then, you know, using all those components to then craft a story, I think, tends to be at least slightly interesting, maybe. I'm just looking through these again in case I missed a key or something. Because our forward pathwards is currently blocked. I think we need to go through here. Not yet 100% confirmed. So I wondered if there was a way around there to get to there. But that seems to be from this passageway. There's meant to be a way off here. Is it up in the air? Yeah, there we go. This was something I learnt the hard way during Morrowind, was like if you're struggling to find the forward path, look at your map. Because, like, especially before they went down this route of, like, highly constructed areas, you think of Skyrim. I think it's much harder to get lost in Skyrim. Like, there's some lessons learnt in creating dungeons and places to make some sort of logical sense. Whereas in this game, that's kind of just thrown out, and they just do what they want. As I pick this lock to enter the wizard's lair, that's where I'm going to leave you for today. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it. If you would like to subscribe if you're enjoying this series, and whatever else you want to do, comment. What are your thoughts about giant slaughterfish? Go on, tell me, I want to know. That is going to be all for today, as I failed to get this last pin, and we enter the Wizard's Grotto. Thank you for watching. My name's been Billy. Goodbye.